the drum that was never touched. Long before calendars learned how to count centuries, there stood a village called Elum, built on land so old the earth itself remembered names no one spoke anymore. The village was quiet not because it lacked life, but because it respected it. At the center of Elum stood a shrine no child was allowed to enter and no adult dared to approach lightly. Inside it rested a drum. Not a large drum, not a decorated one, not a beautiful one. It was dark, cracked, and wrapped in layers of faded cloth and palm fibers. The wood was old beyond knowing, and its skin stitched from something no one remembered was tight, unblemished, and always warm to the touch. The elders called it Keikuku, the drum that listens. No one played it, no one tested it, no one joked about it, because everyone knew the law. The drum must be beaten once every 100 years, no more, no less. To beat it early was to invite unrest. To forget it entirely was to invite something worse, and every generation was warned. The drum does not call the dead, it wakes what never slept. Why the drum was made. The story of the drum was older than the village itself. Long ago, before Elum had a name, the land was torn by war not between kingdoms, but between people and truth. Men died without burial. Women were silenced without justice. Children vanished without names. The dead did not pass on. They lingered. At night, the wind carried voices. Paths led travelers in circles. Fires burned cold. The ancestors realized too late that the spirits were not angry because they had died. They were angry because they had been forgotten. So the first elders did something dangerous. They carved a drum from a fallen Eriko tree struck by lightning. They stretched its skin with rituals meant only for endings, and they made a promise not to the spirits, but to memory itself. Every 100 years, they said, we will listen, not to ask for favors, not to demand forgiveness, but to hear the dead speak their final truths, so they could finally rest. And when the drum was first beaten, the spirits rose, not screaming, not attacking, but talking. They spoke names, they spoke wrongs, they spoke stories buried deeper than bones. And when they were done, they slept.